Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Halal Yamla, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rekah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth and who rule well. Peace and citations unto the Hakim that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Quatazab Zayan, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi with another lesson, with another video. And Lord willing, this video is edifying. God, so in this video, I want to go into a prayer that I translated, and it's going to be a prayer about the elect, about the remnant of the Most High, because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has left a remnant so that we wouldn't be consumed, fully consumed, because as the Most High said, let's go to the book of Lamentations, Lamentations 4. Verse 6. For the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, that was overthrown as in a moment, and no hand stayed on her. God, so the punishment that we got is greater than the punishment of the sins of Sodom, because that was over and done away with within one day. Fire came from heaven, and the people that did wickedly in the sight of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, they were gone. But now we have been in a continuous cycle of punishment, how you call it? Reincarnation after reincarnation after reincarnation, as it says in Jeremiah 2 verse 6, I believe. Is Israel a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? So constantly we are at the bottom of the society, so that's the punishment that we got, the punishment for going after the ways of these heathen nations, which the word heathen goes into other nations, so we left our power, we left our God and went to follow their gods, and we did also that was wicked in the sight of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, burning incense to their powers and stuff like that, for example. But there's mercy with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and he left a remnant. This is Lamentations 3, verse 22. So receive mercy through grace of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is Lamentations 3, verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. You see? So if it was for marking the iniquities that we did, all of us would be dead. All of us would be consumed. But it's of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed. We have mercy through grace. Ephesians 2, verse 8. Ephesians 2, verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and not of yourselves, but it is the gift of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see? So the mercy of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi caused him to give us grace, and how do we have grace? By the faith that we have in Yahawashi, that Yahawashi is going to come and that he's going to redeem us, just like how in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, only Lot was saved, only Lot was delivered. You see? Let's go to that. Luke 17, verse 29 and 30. Yes, Luke 17, verse 29. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. You see? So we have the mercy of the Most High through grace, and in faith that Yahawashi, who is the Son of Man, is going to come and redeem us and deliver us, just like how Lot was delivered in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. You see? And Lot was that remnant. Lot was that remnant, that righteous one that got saved out of this whole ordeal. You see? And even in this time, there is still a remnant walking around that is going to be saved according to the grace of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi, which this is Romans 11, verse 5. Let me just start at 3. Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. But what said the answer of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. You know, and that's happening in this day also, you know, because there are 144,000 men, which are the elect men that are ordained to have the rulership and are going to be part of the governing body in the kingdom of heaven. In this case, it was 7,000 men, but nowadays it's going to be 144,000 men that are not going to bow their knee to the image of the beast, you know, that are not going to conform themselves to the social standards, to the society, to taking that CHIP or that charagma, you know. Those men are going to be here, and they are going to be that the elect of the Most High, you know, which is the horn of his people. And around them, you have the 144,000, but then you're still going to have an innumerable multitude, you know, which is also the remnant. They are also not going to bow the knee to the image of the beast. You see? So going to that instance, which is in 1 Kings 19, verse 18. This is 1 Kings 19, verse 17. And it shall come to pass that him that escapeth the sword of Hazael shall Jehu slay, and him that escapeth from the sword of Jehu shall Elisha slay. Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, even and every mouth which had not kissed him. You see? So these are the 7,000 men that did not conform to the ways of Baal. And even in this time, you're going to have a remnant that is not going to do so. Romans 11, verse 5. Even so, that at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. You see, we are going into the grace of Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi, the mercies of Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi. That's why we are not consumed. You see? And even this small remnant is going to have great powers, because the Most High is going to work through them. Let's go to the book of 1 Maccabees 3, verse 18. And it reads, unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few, and with the power of heaven it is all one, to deliver with a great multitude or a small company, you know. And that small company, which is that small remnant, the Most High is going to use them to deliver Israel, you know. Verse 19, for the victory of the battle standeth not in a multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven. So we are going to have that heavenly strength. The Most High is going to back us up, you know, for doing his will and for keeping his ways, you know, for warning the people of the destruction that is going to come, just like how it was in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, we are giving our bodies as a living sacrifice. We are giving our time and our everything to this ministry, you see. So let's go to the book of, let me see, Isaiah. Isaiah 10, verse 22. Isaiah 10 and 21. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. God, so even though, you know, our nation is as the sand of the sea, because we are everywhere. The Most High scattered us everywhere. People call us the minorities, but we are the majorities in most of the places that we are, you know, because they call us minorities because that's the capital city, and if you look at the capital city, maybe you got a bit more of those people in the capital cities, but otherwise we are spread everywhere, man. You see? So we are scattered all across the earth. There's not a single land where you can say like, hey, these are the Israelites, this is their land, just like how you have China, which is the land of Moab, you know, or Japan, which is the land of how you call these people again? I'm not about these squinted eyes people, so I often forget their names. Or the land of Ishmael, where you see a lot of Ishmaelites. So Ammon, yeah, Japan is Ammon. But yeah, man, you don't have a land where you can say like, oh, this is the place that our people dwell. Yeah, you can say West Africa, but even there, we are also in North Africa, West Africa, East Africa, Southern Africa, you know. So it's hard to pinpoint our people. But out of all these places, there is a remnant according unto grace. You see? Let's go to Joel 2, verse 32. This is Joel 2, verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. God, we are going to be delivered. Mount Zion and Jerusalem representing the Israelites. We are going to be delivered. How? Through Yahawashi. By calling on the name Yahawah, which is the Heavenly Father, in the name of Yahawashi, because He is our deliverer. As the Lord had said, and in the remnant whom Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall call. So we, Yahawashi, that we are of that number, that we are that chosen, from the foundation of the earth, that we shall make it through the fire that is going to come, the intercontinental ballistic fire, the nuclear fire that's going to drop here upon earth, God, so let's go to the last precept, and then we're going to go into the prayer. Let's go to Romans 9, verse 27. Let me read till 29, because this is the reference of the verse that I picked and that I translated. This is Romans 9, verse 27. Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. Which, let's go into that word remnant real quick. In the Greek.
Strong's G 2640, 𝤄𝐼𝐼𝐼. Thayer's lexicon, katalema.
Katalema. God, so the outline of biblical usage says remnant remains. A remainder. A remnant. God. So Romans 9, verse 28. For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Most High make upon the earth. Yeah, man, it's going to be beautiful. Because like it says in Revelations 18, in 1 hour, all of this is going to be done away with. America is going to be done away with. America is going to be laid desolate. So it's going to be a very short work. It took them so long to build their empire, but the Most High is going to lay it flat. Quick, real quick. Is Romans 9, verse 29. And as Isaiah said before, except the Lord of Sabaoth had left us a seed, we had been as Sodom and been made like unto Gomorrah. So this is the reference unto the prophet Isaiah and his prophecy. And the word Sabaoth is not Sabbath there. Sabaoth goes into host of armies. Salakia. Sabaoth. The outline of biblical usage says Lord of Sabaoth, Lord of armies of Israel, as those who are under the leadership and protection of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi maintain his cause in war. You see? Lord of armies of Israel. A military epithet of the Most High. So let's go into that encounter of Isaiah 1, verse 9. And it reads, except the Lord, power of hosts, had left us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom and Gomorrah, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. So let me read it again. Isaiah 1, verse 9, except the Lord, power of hosts, had left us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. Let's go into that word remnant here.
Strong.
Which is Sharayad. And the outline of biblical usage says survivor. Because these men, they're going to survive Esau. They're going to survive the image of the beast. Remnant, that which is left, a remainder. Strong's definition says alive, left, remain. So there's going to be a remainder, but a very small remainder at that. So let's go into the prayer. Salakia. So we're going to start it off with Thawadah, Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, 𤄊𝐤𐤄, Sharayad, which Thawadah is thank you, Yahawah, which Yah is he, Hawa comes from Haya, which is to be or to exist. Bahasham is in the name, Yahawashi, Yah is he, Hawashi is to deliver or to save. 𤄊𝐤𝐤 is for, Sharayad is remnant. So first we want to thank Yahawah Shem Yahawashi for having a remnant according unto grace, and 𝤄𝐤𝐿𝐻 that we are of that chosen number, that you put that in there. So now this is the translation. Lawalaya, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Tazabaahwath, Hawathayar, Lanawa, Sharayad, Kamaita, Kasadam, Hayayanawa, Laimarah, Damayanawa. And now I'm going to read it with the translation and with the understanding. Lawalaya, which is except, Yahawah, which is the name of the Most High. Bahasham is in the name. Yahawashi is the name of his only begotten Son. Tazabaahwath is of organized armies, like we just read, of Sabaoth. Hawathayar, which is left. Lanawa, La is two, and Nawa is us. Sharayad is a remnant. Kamaita, which is a very small, goes into very small. Kasadam, as Sodom. Hayayanawa, which is should have been, and the Nawa in the end makes it we should have been. Laimarah, La is two, and 𝐿𝐿𝐼marah is Sodom. Damayanawa, Damayana, so like a Damaya is should have been, and the Nawa makes it we should have been like. So yeah, man, this is a prayer that you can send up. Thawadah, 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 Bahasham, Yahawashi, Kaya, Sharayad, for the remnant, otherwise we would have been completely consumed, but it is of the Lord's mercies that he left a seed that in these last days that he would wake up and that he would redeem his people with, by the hand of his son, which is Yahawashi. You see? So, Yahawashi, this video is edifying, and I want to say, Kal Halayamla, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Shalom, Akim.